are you? I'm the Doctor, and I just snogged Madame de Pompadour.
Welcome to About Time, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Steven, and I've been a Doctor Who fan since 2005.
And I'm Ben, and I've never seen the show before.
For years now, I've been trying to convince Ben to give it a go.
And my answer has always been no.
But now, finally, he's agreed not only to watch it with me, but to do a podcast about it as well. And quite frankly, it's about time. Bonjour.
Bonjour, Doctor.
We are French. Well, we are not, but we are...
We do not have the TARDIS to translate for you today.
No.
I can't do accents here,
As has been previously established. And anyway, it'd probably be a bit offensive if we carried that on.
Soz.
The move is ticking ever closer. This is our last record before we move.
Saturday is the big day.
Yeah, and today is Tuesday, yeah.
We've got a van man.
A man with a man in a van.
A.k.a. Stephen's dad.
Yeah, the wheel man, as he says.
We've got a cleaner.
Yes.
A.k.a. my mother. We've got Muscle Bro.
Yeah.
He's coming to lift the boxes of books, which I tried to break down. Anywho, that's enough about the move.
Yeah, no one really cares.
No.
Because by the time anyone hears this, we'll have been moved in for 10 days or so, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
This is the episode that nearly didn't happen. We nearly had to take a week
I know,
off.
we were planning to record and then, yeah, it's all a bit sort of...
Up in the air.
Yeah. But we're here, we did it.
We're here, we're queer, get used to it.
You said that the other day as well. What have we watched?
Girl in the Ornate Fireplace.
The Girl in the Fireplace by...
Steven Moffat.
Your bae.
I actually think I am!
You love the moth. You're a moth man.
This is my favourite episode of this season.
I thought it would be.
It was so good.
Yeah.
The concept was amazing.
Yeah. I will say it's, as a standalone episode, I
works.
think it's very enjoyable, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I slightly question whether it works, like, in the context of this season.
I don't like this whole romantic angle they took.
Yeah, because
that's a bit jarring.
She clearly, like, fancied him.
Yeah, she
and
wanted babies.
Yeah, and I'm like, how did he see her? Was he attracted to her?
Yeah.
Was it more of a friendship thing?
The Doctor has a thing for blondes.
Yeah.
We have established that.
But then how does that work when he and Rose are so in love with each other? Like, and now he's suddenly like, oh, he's off to the side with Madame de Pompadour.
Even if you're in a long-term relationship, you can still create infatuations with other people.
Oh, I know you can, but I'm saying, is it right and is it okay? Because he had, polyamory is a thing.
Yeah.
As we know.
The thing is that they haven't solidified. They haven't said
that's true.
We are a couple.
I just think communication is important.
And she's all over Mickey.
Oh, not in that
she's
way.
She's draping over him.
Yeah, but as a we're exes and like we know each other really well. But I don't think it's in that way at all.
Speaking of him.
Yeah, your favourite character.
Ugh.
He
irritated me.
You forgot that he was in this, didn't you?
I did, actually.
And then you saw him appear in the TARDIS door and you're like...
Really? I don't understand why he's needed. He's just an extra... What did he add to the episode? Did he work anything out? No.
No, he didn't add anything.
Did he add any drama? No.
No. I think...
Did he whinge all the time? Yes.
Yeah. They brought him along for the arc of the overall series.
Hashtag Mickey dies.
Hashtag spoilers.
Hashtag Rose gets pregnant with Mickey's baby on ship of the TARDIS, and then the TARDIS says, "Hello, Rose, I will embed your baby with superpowers, and it will be able to travel space and time."
My God. Listeners... If you heard what Ben just said, I know you're thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. It's absolutely nothing to do with this series, but a future plotline you've maybe touched on slightly.
Oh. when someone commented like Ben creepily gets things right.
Yeah, you do. You have a knack.
Well, it's predictable.
Yeah.
And I think my storytelling and Doctor Who's storytelling is very much on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Like, it's rubbish.
What your storytelling?
No, yeah, sometimes in the sense of like execution of the visuals.
But the storytelling is completely separate from the execution.
Yeah, the storytelling, I liked the first 3 episodes of this fucking season. No, they can go in the garbage bin even.
Oh, even Tooth and Claw?
Yeah.
Tooth and Claw's fun.
No. I would not watch it again.
Oh,
This episode I'd watch again.
Okay. I have a real soft spot for Tooth and Claw, but anyway.
No. No thanks.
Okay, so you think you're a Moff fan?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. One other thing I'm going to say though, like you're coming to this fresh. You've only seen 2 episodes of television that Moffat has written. One criticism that is often levelled at Moffat, and I do slightly agree with, is that he has a fairly limited pool of ideas that he regurgitates and recycles. And
we know that is my biggest push button.
Yes, so some of the things that he's done in this episode, when he gets his hands on being the showrunner, he will redo in different ways.
Why did the BBC put a comedy writer as a showrunner of a science fiction fantasy
It was
show?
on Russell T Davies' recommendation. They asked him who should take over from you. He said Steven Moffat's the only person for it.
And then, but the thing is though, look at this, Stephen. Russell has to come back and fix the mess they've made.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions, but...
You're absolutely thinking it.
Possibly.
But he might continue the mess.
Well, we have no idea at this stage. I have faith. But I think Russell cares deeply about the show, and he can see the BBC going down the pan. So I think that's why he's come on to sort of get things lined up. So his production company, Bad Wolf, have, they're producing it at the moment with the BBC. I think the idea being that whatever happens with the BBC, Doctor Who has its foot on another platform, that it will survive in some way.
It will survive because it's now got connections to Disney.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if Disney say, okay, we want all the episodes on our streaming service for the American viewers.
Yeah.
Probably won't be for us because we've got the BBC.
You mean like all the previous episodes?
Yeah, probably from this generation. I don't know if they get the
classics.
I don't think they want the classics.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anywho, I'm a fan of Stevens.
You are.
I'm a big fan of Stevens, but he spells it as a V, which
I was
is the wrong way.
going to say, yeah, there's a correct way of spelling Stephen, and there's a wrong way of spelling Stephen.
Or if you go anywhere with Stephen, my Stephen, this Stephen here.
Hello.
Hello. My name is not. You can't mess my name up.
No, Ben.
Ben it's 3 letters and it's
N.
yeah. But then we go places and it's like Stefan.
Yeah, people read my name and they're like Stefan Wills. Yeah, it's Stephen Willis. But anyway.
Yeah.
I'm
Benjamin Bob.
You don't reveal your surname. You don't reveal your face.
No.
You're a man of mystery.
I am just me.
Yeah.
I'm just me.
Yeah. And a wonderful me you are.
Guess what song I've got stuck in my head?
What?
Balamori. I love that song.
I know. It's a catchy song.
It's very, fond memories.
Yeah.
Even though I was probably too old for it.
Yeah, being far too old. But
what time did your primary school start?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember that.
So my primary school, I remember leaving the house at 8:30.
Right.
8:30, I think. It was 8:30. I always remember watching Squiddly Diddly.
What's that?
Squiddly Diddly?
That sounds like something you'd make up.
No, it's a squid, purple squid.
Yeah.
His name is Squiddly Diddly and he's amazing.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Okie Doke.
I do love Okie Doke.
Okie Doke is...
Okie Doke.
Yes. This is becoming... Oh my God, Stephen.
We need to do a children's TV podcast.
Yes, we do!
We revisit children's TV classics.
Oh my God. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I would totally do that. Watch this space.
Yeah. We'll come up with... We'll brainstorm. Anywho. You like the episode?
Yeah, I did. It's not my favourite of anything, but it's definitely my favourite of what Series 2 has to offer so far.
Okay. That makes sense.
I'm hoping as we start to enter into the second act of this arc, that episodes get better. But if they stay at this quality, I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be a slog.
Yeah,
and I don't even see the plot line.
No, well, I've hinted at it with you. It being about the Doctor and Rose and the price that they might have to pay for their carefree adventures. You can have too much of a good thing,
like chocolate.
Yeah. When he first saw Renette in the fireplace, and then they had a conversation, and then he went through, and it was like weeks later for her.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like the line "The Witch in the Wardrobe," how like you can go through the wardrobe and spend hours through there, but it's only a minute, like in the real world, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, but the thing is though, how I viewed it is that like these portals they're on fast forward, and they're just trying to speed through her life to get to the point where they need her to be.
Yeah, he said it was like they were lucky to get the right century, and then after that it was just trial and error. What did you think of the clockwork droids as creatures?
Villains.
Yeah.
Unimaginative.
Unimaginative? I love them.
Like, they look amazing.
Yeah.
But, like, I just feel like they lack a bit of intent.
But that's because they're robots.
But they're from the 51st century.
Yeah, they're very advanced robots, but they're basic. They're repair droids. That's the whole point, is like, if they had more intelligence, they would have known not to use the crew to repair the ship.
Oh.
Their body parts,
Yeah.
Like
we only saw an eye and a heart. That's
but that was to show you an example that you're meant to assume that there's much more. Oh. They massacred the whole crew.
Who come up with this plot line?
Moffat, I guess.
It's a bit Event Horizon, isn't it?
What's that?
It's a horror movie.
Okay.
Sci-fi horror movie. It's about this ship that goes a bit demonic.
Okay.
And like kills and mutilates and yeah. Anywho.
Interesting. Yeah, I think the fact that they were very basic. They were like drones. Like, I think that was the whole point. Moffat, do you remember I said this when we did the Doctor Dances? Like the nanogenes. They were an example of technology that was designed with a good intention that went wrong or, misinterpreted something. Yeah. He's done that again here. The technology was designed with a good intention of fix the ship any way you can with whatever's available. But they didn't think that actually they would take that literally and kill the crew.
I was a bit like, okay, you don't have the parts, but you have 18th century French costumes.
Yeah, I don't know how they did that. Maybe they punched a hole through and came to the time period and then sourced the costumes from there. Yeah.
But Steven.
Yeah.
Where did the masks come from? They're Venetian masquerade masks.
I don't know.
They're not even French masks. They're Venetian.
But they fit.
No, they don't. For me, they feel a bit odd.
Okay.
Because they're Venetian. Like, French for me is more along the lines of like captain mask, like that.
Like the eye mask.
Yeah, and like it's very much like on a stick, and it's very much like seductive and erotic.
I'm sure you're right. It's just they couldn't do that for the droids. Like, they had to be hidden. Their face had to be hidden.
Yeah,
fully.
I don't know. I think they looked cool.
Yeah, they do. They look so cool,
and they look really complex. And
like once the mask's taken off, like that head with the clockwork in it is really cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah. I love
it's
that.
Just for me, I just think they look good. I just question people who are watching our podcast,
listening.
Please let us know. Let me know, should I say? Well, did 18th century France, should I say? Sorry, have these kind of Venetian-y masks? Because I know that these are Venetian masks.
Yeah,
I know these come from that place,
Venice.
Yeah. Do you know it's sinking?
What, Venice?
Yeah. And like, if you want to go, you have to go.
They're going to sink Venice.
Yeah, because they extended the land.
Okay.
Did you not know that?
I did not know that, no.
Yeah, it's all on, like, basically stilts.
Oh, cool.
And the city of Venice will one day not be there.
Oh, it'd be like a modern day Atlantis.
Yeah, pretty much.
One line the Doctor said, so I feel like it's lifted from Buffy, but I can't remember exactly when in Buffy she says it.
Okay.
But he said, everyone has nightmares, and Renette said, what do monsters have nightmares about? And he said, me. I swear there's a Buffy line where she says that.
Yeah, she probably says something very similar.
Yeah.
But isn't he a Buffy fan?
What, the Doctor?
No.
Oh, Moffat.
I thought, Russell.
Oh, Russell definitely is, yeah, but he wouldn't have had an influence on this. Because he let Moffat run riot, do his own thing. You mentioned about the Doctor having a thing for blondes. I do think the Doctor comes off quite pervy in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he meets this girl at the age of, 9 or whatever she is. And then a few minutes later, from his point of view, he meets her as a grown-up.
Yeah.
And snogs her. She snogs him, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a bit uncomfortable.
I'm just going to Google something.
What are you Googling?
Well, let me just Google it.
I don't like the suspense.
This is what you do. When was this?
Made?
Yeah.
2006?
Yeah.
What?
It's a bit Time Traveller's Wife.
Oh, Moffat's a huge Time Traveller's Wife fan.
And yeah, it's a bit...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's deliberate because...
It's like a homage.
Yeah, so he's a fan. He's he's written his own TV adaptation of it. I don't know if it's out yet. It's like HBO or something, I think. And also, what's the author? Audrey Niffenegger?
Something like that.
Yeah, I remember hearing that she, in another book she's written since this episode came out, she references this episode. Like, she has a character be, watching Doctor Who in the background, and then there's a reference to a scene in this episode. And I think that's her saying, oh, I know that you were referencing me, so I'm referencing you.
Inception.
Yeah. Apparently, you told me that they're turning it into a musical.
They are turning it into a musical.
Yeah.
I find it I have watched the film.
Yeah.
And I will say, I'm not a huge fan of the concept. But yeah, it makes me a bit uncomfortable because there's a power difference there. Exactly.
And also even before that, the fact that he just waltzes into her room in the middle of the night. And I know it's Doctor Who, it's fantasy, you can't look that deeply into it.
Yeah. But I don't like these portal ideas. I didn't think that was well done.
Oh, really?
A fireplace that spins round.
Yeah.
I didn't understand this I didn't understand these portals. These portals were just...
It would have made more sense to go through the fireplace. But then he'd have got caught fire.
Mirrors.
Yeah. So the actress who plays Madame de Pompadour, Sophia Myles.
Yeah.
Did you think she was good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She's good. When you first saw her, you said, who is that? Is that Keira Knightley?
Yeah, she looks a bit Keira Knightley-esque.
I know what you mean, yeah.
She's got that early 2000s British Rose.
Fun fact, David Tennant met her on this episode, and they
married?
No, but they started dating. They did date after this.
Oh, after the kiss.
Yeah. Then it didn't last, but yeah.
Going back to the kiss.
Yeah.
He kissed back.
Yes, you can definitely see he's getting into it.
And his hand goes to her waist. And I'm like, no, this is not the Doctor.
I think the 10th Doctor's a bit of a Casanova, which is nothing to do with the fact that David Tennant played Casanova for Russell T Davies just prior to this. But yeah.
David Tennant played Casanova?
Oh, yeah, we're 100% watching that at some point. It's really good.
Oh, is that on your bookshelf? Well, it's not in there. It's
because you packed it away. But yeah, it's so good. It's Casanova, but it's Russell T Davies' version, and it's sort of got a modern twist. So it's period, but it's sort of tiny bit anachronistic. They speak very modern, and there's little tongue-in-cheek references and stuff. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's a bit like that Romeo and Juliet then, where they have guns, but it's set in olden day, but they have guns.
Yeah. What is that? Baz Luhrmann's one.
That's
the Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
We had to watch that in school. Blech.
Yeah.
Not a Shakespeare fan. Sorry, peeps.
Oh dear. Yeah, we were saying about the when they found the eye and the heart and stuff. Billy Piper's line reading of a certain line always I find her so melodramatic. when she's like, he said, "What's that?" And she goes, "It's a heart, Mickey. It's a human heart."
How the fuck does she know?
Yeah, how does she know it's a human heart? It could be a cow's heart. One thing that you really didn't like in this episode, I think, because you commented on it, you actually shouted in the middle of the episode.
Yes.
The Doctor's telepathic abilities. Why do you have an issue with it?
Of all the times he could have used that previously, it comes out now. No, absolutely not. It's a bit mutant-esque.
When could he have used it previously?
When he was trying to find out things about... He could have gone up to the monk and said, "Oh, what are you doing? Oh, it's a werewolf. Everybody out."
Yeah, but the person has to let you, I think. You can't just grab someone and do it.
He could have gone to Rose. Oh, Rose, let's see in your mind. "Captain Jack, are you good? I can find out your secrets." Shh.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a bit mutant-esque for me.
He does it occasionally.
It doesn't feel...
And remember, the TARDIS is telepathic and he's connected to the TARDIS. So I don't see why not.
By that extension, Rose should be able to do it.
No. The Doctor is... Remember, when he was unconscious, the translation wasn't working. So it's like, she said it's like he's part of the circuit. He's more important to the TARDIS. They have a symbiotic relationship, I think.
So he's like one of the little fish that like keying the shark's tooth.
If you say so.
The TARDIS being a shark.
If you say so.
Oh my god, can the TARDIS get angry?
Maybe.
Can it get angry at him?
Maybe.
And kick him out?
Could do. Could lock the doors, change the locks.
It's like, don't come home anymore.
Yeah. The TARDIS definitely has a personality which rears its head sometimes. So, I was saying earlier about Moffat recycling ideas and themes. So I think it's true that he will do that on a large scale of like themes and concepts. He also, you'll notice he's done that now on like a small level, like on the line level. Like it's not recycling, I mean it's referencing, it's callbacks to his previous episode. But so the banana joke, always take a banana to a party, Rose, bananas are good. Just so he could have that reference like he had the last time to bananas. I don't think you appreciated that.
No.
Okay. And then
didn't appreciate the Doctor being inebriated.
He wasn't really, he was pretending to catch them off guard.
Oh, really?
That's why as soon as he poured the thing in, there wasn't wine, it was anti-oil. He snapped out of it and was fine.
Oh, didn't know it's any difference.
Yeah. He sang one of your favourite songs.
What?
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more.
For more.
I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I'd never done. Have you met the French? My God, they know how to party.
You just threw me off, I've just forgot the lyrics.
Sorry.
But all at once, my heart took flight.
I think you've missed a bit.
I only know when he
began to dance with me. I could have danced, danced, danced all night. Yeah, we love
words, words. I'm so sick of words. I hear words all day through, from now, from him, now from you. Is that all your blighters could you?
This is now my Fair Lady podcast.
All I want
Please,
is a room
enough.
somewhere. You started it.
No, I know, but we don't have to go through every single song.
Yeah, all the songs I like.
Just you wait, Henry Higgins. Just you wait. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'll be sorry if you're...
Okay. I think listeners have had enough now.
Okay. That'll probably get cut.
Some of it, maybe. Yeah, he also... he said, "Oh, rule 1, don't wander off." He said that about Rose in Empty Child as well. And this reference to dancing that he brings up again.
Oh, yeah.
Every lonely little boy must learn to dance.
You're very smart.
No, it's not me. I mean, I've been lurking on the forums for 20 years now, so I've seen other people saying it. I'm just regurgitating what I've read elsewhere.
Wasn't the child called Lonely in Empty Child? No.
I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think so. But Yeah, like this dancing thing. Like in Dr. Dances, it was obviously like a metaphor or like a double entendre for sex.
Was it?
Do you not think when he was like, oh, 900 years old, I think it's safe to assume at some point I've danced. And then when Jack was like revealed to be bisexual or pansexual, whatever, the doctor was like, oh, he's a 51st century guy. He's just a bit more flexible when it comes to dancing. Like it's like a euphemism.
Oh, that went over my head.
Oh, okay, sorry. But in this, I don't know. In this case, if it was actually dancing, they were talking about maybe, or it's sex again.
Yeah, he liked the doctor playing about, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People call Moffat the horny writer.
Oh. Maybe he writes erotic fan fiction under a pseudonym.
I think he writes erotic fan fiction under his own name and gets it made by the BBC.
What else did he write then?
What do you mean?
He wrote a sexy show.
That's what I'm saying. Doctor Who. His version of Doctor Who is his erotic fan fiction.
Oh my god. If that's sex to Steven Moffat, literally, mate, you're doing it wrong. Literally.
Yeah, true.
I've not even had sex with a woman and I know how to write better sex scenes than that.
Okay.
Stephen is a golden gay. He's like 99.9% gay and 1% straight.
What's the 1%?
I don't know.
Anyway, you said 0.9, so that's 0.1%.
Right. And I'm like 80-20.
Oh, come on.
90-10.
Come on.
95-10. No, 90-10, I would say.
95.
If I was drunk enough, I could have sex with a woman.
Well, that... oh my god, let's just...
No, I find women attractive sometimes.
No, but you can see that a woman is attractive and appreciate that without wanting to...
I had a girlfriend when I was 15. Stephen.
Oh, come on, you stood with her at lunchtime and didn't speak to her every day because you were too shy.
I didn't even kiss her, didn't hold her hand or anything. She wanted to. She should have just made the first move.
And then eventually you were just... Who ended it? Did she end it?
She took me outside. She said, "Ben, where's this going? Like we haven't kissed. We haven't done anything. We haven't held hands and all this."
But who decided you were together?
I asked her out.
Oh my god.
It's called peer pressure.
Oh, Ben.
And like everyone was trying to like guess my sexuality, and I was like, "Do you know what?
Trying to hide it.
It's called a beard." I had a real one.
Yeah.
Which I was shaving off
when you were
at the time.
15?
Yeah, I started shaving in year 7.
Bloody hell.
Had a moustache in year 7. And by the end of year 7, I started shaving.
Okay. And then you had a different type of beard.
Yeah, in year 10.
Okay. Well, I went to an all-boys school, so you can imagine how fun that was, being gay. I mean, it had its pros and cons, let's put it that way.
But I got really jealous, though, like, when I was younger, like, because I met someone through a friend when I was about 17, 18, and we all got together, like, me and my friends and him and his friends, and he had come out at 14, 15, and I was like... And I had literally just come out.
Yeah.
And I was just like...
It takes different people different times.
Yeah, and like had lost his virginity at like that age as well. And I was just like...
Yeah.
I did not know any other gay people at 14.
Oh, neither did I.
And I was just like... And it was just like...
But
I guess that's the difference between living in a town and living in a... Well, you lived in a town.
Yeah.
But you didn't go out.
Still don't.
No, if Stephen can stay at home, he will.
Yeah, but like also some people do it all at once. Like they're completely in the closet and then they're out to everybody. Whereas I did it like gradually over years. Like I started at 14 because I kind of in a rash, reckless moment I sort of told someone at school, and then next thing I knew it was around the whole school when I was 14, and then I ended up telling my parents when I was 16 or 17. I think.
Did your mum cry?
She did because
no grandchildren,
and she was. I just remember her tears in her eyes and being like, "Life is going to be so difficult for you," which is quite sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's sweet, but yeah. Then I told like my wider circle of friends and acquaintances at about 21, and then finally told my grandpa
at 24.
Was it 24? Was it
Yeah.
the first year I was coming to see you at Christmas?
Yeah.
Was that, yeah, because, we were spending Christmas with him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm leaving at a certain time so I can go and see my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what did... Bear in mind, he took it all right, and I met him several times.
Yeah.
And we had a conversation. I was called your friend.
Who? When was that?
By your grandpa.
He called you my friend?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Be your friend.
I have a story about him and my uncle that I'm going to share once we start getting on to Torchwood. But I won't share that now.
Okay.
Anyway, what a major long tangent where we talked about coming out. Once again, the gay podcast.
Yeah.
Rears its head.
Just to clarify, my pronouns are he and him.
Yes. As are mine.
Yeah.
Probably should have done that in the first episode.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And I identify as the gay man.
Yes. So do I.
Yeah.
How did we get onto that?
I don't know. It's just me. Yeah. Anywho.
Oh, do you want having sex with a woman? Anyway, yeah, let's not go back down that route.
I could have had... You don't know. I could have had sex with a woman.
We've had these conversations and you told me you haven't, so...
No.
Unless you're hiding something from me that I don't know about.
Yeah, a 10-year-old child.
No.
It's plausible.
It's plausible, but I would hope you wouldn't have hidden something like that from me.
Oh, absolutely not. I don't have any children and I don't plan to have any children. I want a furry baby. Give me a furry baby.
Okay. Right.
Preferably that baby.
Oh,
next door.
We have a little cat that lives next door. She has 3 legs.
Her name's Baby.
We call her Tripod.
No, we call her Baby.
We call her Baby. She's so sweet.
And she's friendly to everyone.
The owners leave her outside in the cold.
Yeah, that time when it was like below 0 for a week.
Yeah, and she's all hunched up on their doormat.
Yeah, and then she was downstairs hunched up. Remember? She was on the and I was I picked her up and took her and knocked on their door.
Yeah,
and I said she's cold.
Yeah,
and I said she's injured. She had an injured head as well.
Yeah, bless her.
And they were like, it's old. I was like,
well, the injury was old.
But it wasn't though. The head one was quite new.
Yeah, the leg one was old. Obviously.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love her.
We do.
I'm hoping, before we move out, I'm hoping to get some pictures or videos put on our Instagram story.
Yeah.
The lovely Tripod.
We've got to blur her face though.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God. Blurring a cat's face.
I don't want people to steal her.
Privacy.
Yes.
Pixelate her face.
You didn't ask for permission. Anywho.
Another favourite line is very Moffat, but like she's trying to outsmart them or like keep them talking, keep them at bay. And she's like, I've decided I shall not be going with you today. I have seen your world and I have no desire to set foot there again. And then the robot just goes, we do not require your feet. I just think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd share that. The score in this episode is very nice. Don't sigh just because you have no interest in music.
I hardly noticed it.
Well, that's good then. But it is lovely. There's a lovely theme for Madame de Pompadour that kind of runs through the episode.
This is very...
There are many fans who love Murray Gold's music.
Maybe you should have a side podcast called Anywho.
Yes.
Golden
I'd like to do a bonus episode about the score. I hopefully get a guest lined up for that.
We've got exciting guests lined up.
Yeah, I need to speak to her.
Yeah.
Anyway, spoilers. More on that later. Go on then. What did you think about the ending and like him not reaching her before she died?
Oh. Well, he should have known that time was going to move on.
Yeah, he should have. I think he just let his excitement get the better of him.
Yeah, he's a bit of a harebrain. He's a bit like all over the place. He's a bit like me. Oh my God, does each incarnation of the Doctor have different, like, because this is quite ADHD type of Doctor.
Yeah.
Like,
they do.
Christopher was like kind of like manic-y in a way.
I don't know. I think Christopher was quite calm and together compared to a lot of Doctors, some Doctors. But yeah, they do have different personalities. Yeah, there's certain core things that stay the same, but they put their own spin on it.
Mm.
Yeah.
But to talk about your idea, like, what did he do for her? Was he going to come back, get her, and take her to the stars?
Yeah, he was going to at least give her a trip.
That was going to go down real well. Another
With
cat
Rose.
fight in the TARDIS.
I don't know. I feel like since school reunion and since like getting over the whole jealousy with Sarah Jane, I think Rose is in a better place. With
No,
that.
she's not. She's absolutely scowling her face off today.
Was she?
Yeah.
I don't think
She had
so.
a face like a cat stuck out in the rain.
Oh, I thought she dealt with it much more maturely because she and Renette were bonding, and like Renette was like, "Oh, you and me, Rose, we know the Doctor's worth the monsters." I
Rose
don't
was
know.
a bit like, you're going to die, bitch.
Oh, I don't think so. I didn't see it that way. I was wondering if you were going to ask me, like, why could you not just use the TARDIS and go back and see her before she died?
He explained it.
What did he say?
They're involved.
Oh, yeah. So you picked up on that then? Yeah. I mean, it's just an explanation, really, isn't it?
Because it could have created a paradox.
Yeah, because especially once he's been, when he went through for the last time and he saw her, like, hearse driving off, and the king said about how she always spoke of you and wished you'd visit again, but you never did, sort of thing. Like, once that's been said, like, that's kind of written into stone now, I think. Yeah, but it made for an emotional resolution.
Yeah, he was very emotional.
And you got to see the Doctor very vulnerable at the end there. You know, when Rose asked if he was all right, and
Mickey
actually showed some
he read the room.
emotional intelligence. Yeah.
Like Rose has maybe lost her human side a little bit because she's been away from the Earth and she's been around the Doctor for so long.
Yes.
Like she's becoming, because she thinks she's so close, she deserves to know everything about the Doctor.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Mickey's still not my favourite character.
He needed to be on his own.
It was a very whirlwind romance, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like less than a day.
Yeah.
He saw her as a child and saw her die.
I know. I still don't quite.
That's time travel for you.
I still don't quite know whether I see it as a romance fully. Like, I know there may have been an element, but I think the Doctor is invested in Rose in that way. I don't know. It's up for debate.
I thought it was like quite cheesy how he worked out the. So I'm moving on a little bit now because we're talking about the end.
Yeah.
The reason why they were going after her is because the ship was named after her.
Yeah.
What does SS mean?
Spaceship, I'm assuming.
But you got the SS Anne in Pokemon. What does that mean?
Do you?
Yes.
Oh. I always thought SS was spaceship.
Sea ship.
Oh, it could be, yeah. Starship.
Anywho,
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit weak.
Oh, okay. It's just a little button on the end, really, to just sort of tie up the loose end of why they're going after her. And the Doctor never saw that. That was just for our benefit.
I know we never saw it.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
All right.
I liked much more of the resolution where when they jumped in time, they were just the first person that they saw and they latched on to her.
I guess, yeah. That could have been it.
Or she was the descendant of someone who made the ship.
Or the ancestor of somebody
Yeah.
else. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it being that.
It just felt a bit tacked on for me.
I think
It's okay not to find these things out.
No, I think if you hadn't found out, you would have been questioning it. Like, why her?
Maybe.
I think it's meant to just sort of explain the thing.
Yeah. We've got to bring a segment in. We've got 2 segments I want to bring in.
Oh, okay. Which one are we doing first?
Should we do the juicy one first?
Hottie of the week?
Hottie of the week. Hello, King France.
King France.
Oh.
Yeah, he is handsome, actually. That like stubble.
Yes.
Yeah.
He very attractive.
Yeah, very, very attractive.
And well deserved hottie of the week.
Yes.
Even in his garb. Brilliant.
I bet you want to strip that garb off him.
No, he looks good in that garb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was an easy one then.
That was a very easy one.
No other candidates really, were there? What the fuck fashion?
So it's not what the fuck fashion this week. It's just, oh my god, the BBC did something quite right here.
They actually did well.
It
Aren't they well known for their period dramas?
They had them in the bank. Those costumes.
Yeah, definitely.
They had them in the bank. But the thing is, though, when Rose dresses up It looks like... Oh my God, I don't like what she's wearing in this season, by the way. Like, oh my God. The way she delivers some lines, I'm like, you are a right chav, love.
Oh, she is, yeah.
Like, she's like, at the end when she was like, you're right. I don't know how she did it, but like, it was very chavvy.
Well, let her be a chav. What does it matter? Is a chav not a human being?
She's two steps away from having hoop earrings.
Okay.
And having a baby on her hip.
All right, come on. Let's not be classist.
I come from that class.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you can be derogatory. So you were a fan of the costumes?
Yeah, I really liked what
Renette.
Oh, is that how you say her name?
Yeah, I think it's her nickname.
Oh.
I think it means Little Queen.
Oh. Anywho, when you see Rose next to a historical person, it makes her look so 2000s.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, fashion hasn't really moved on any much when it comes to comfy fashion.
I guess it's...
jeans and a t-shirt she's wearing.
Yeah, it hasn't dramatically moved on. But
yeah.
You can see the little trends, I guess.
Yeah. It's the 2000 babes.
Yeah.
Babe. Rose is a bit like, she's a Barbie doll, but she's a Barbie doll that can kick ass.
Okay.
She's like Barbie, but if Barbie was a kick-ass woman. But Barbie is strong in her own way. She's the doctor, she's the teacher, she's...
the woman of a million careers.
She is! She is the woman of a million careers, and she can drop it all and look gorgeous.
Yeah.
All hail Barbie.
All hail Barbie.
Oh my God. Imagine if Barbie had like this weird... Have you ever seen Toy Soldiers? Is it called Toy Soldiers? It's where they have microchips that bring them alive.
Right.
And it's like these alien creatures versus these American soldiers. They get little and they become alive. Okay. Imagine if Barbie had like a little chip in her and she was like, that's to take over the world.
Well, I was always a fan of Barbie and Toy Story, particularly in Toy Story 2, where she's like is she like a tour guide Barbie?
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, and then at the end of the credits, like she's there and she's like, okay, bye-bye now, bye-bye. and then after a pause, she's like, has everyone gone? Can I stop smiling?
Oh dear. All right.
Anyway.
Ranking the episode.
Okay. Whereabouts is it going to go on your list? I'm guessing it's above all the other Series 2 episodes so far.
It's going quite high.
Oh. Is it going above the Christmas Invasion?
It's taken the Christmas Invasion slot at 6.
Okay.
I think. I liked Father's Day a lot. Bad Wolf, what was that one again? Was that like Android?
Yes.
And the Christmas Invasion was the spinning Christmas tree.
The Sycorax. Yeah. Is that all you remember from it, the spinning Christmas tree?
Pretty much.
Oh, it was great with Harriet Jones and all that going on. And Jason in his pyjamas.
Tired. Oh, Jason. You have a thing about Jason.
Yeah, I do. Anyway.
I'm going to put it... This episode was good. I enjoyed this episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to put it at 6.
Okay.
Dropping Christmas Invasion down to 7.
Cool.
Where is it going to sit, Steven?
For me, let me see. Oh, I hate this. I don't know why I ever said we should do this, because I hate ranking things.
This is easy for me.
Yeah, I'm very two-minded about this episode. Like, I think it's very enjoyable, but I also think it has problems.
Okay. Do you think it's better than Tooth and Claw?
No, not for me.
Do you think it's better than Bad Wolf?
Nope.
Christmas Invasion?
Nope.
Boomtown?
No.
Empty Child?
No.
My God! I was glad that, because Empty Child is way up there for me.
Yeah.
It's in my first slot.
Yeah, you're your number one at the moment, yeah. And Dr. Dances as well.
Dr. Dances. Unquiet Dead with Gwyneth?
Yeah, I'm going to put it probably just above Unquiet Dead.
Okay.
So that's number
10.
10 for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I just say to our lovely viewers that my top 5 has not changed?
Since the end of Series 1?
Yeah, like nothing. Series 2 has not broke my top 5.
No.
It has broken my top 10.
Yes.
Now. And then the Christmas special broke my top 10 as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of the episodes have ranked under 10.
Yeah. I did say to you Series 2 is the weakest Russell T Davies series. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Next episode.
What's it called?
I think you're going to be pleased.
Cyberman.
It has the word Cybermen in it.
The Rise of the Cybermen.
How did you know that?
I literally just guessed.
You made it up?
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, you've heard
No,
that somewhere.
I literally just guessed it.
You've heard
I
that.
literally just guessed it.
Or you've read it somewhere.
No, I
or
literally
you've
just
seen it
guessed
somewhere.
it. No, I literally just guessed it. Oh my god. My voice.
Yes.
Stephen!
It's called Rise of the Cybermen. Oh, Ben.
I'm psychic.
You are.
Or just very good at guessing because the titles are awful in this show.
Oh,
Girl in the Fireplace.
what's wrong with that? I think that's quite poetic.
No.
Okay.
Do you know what I would have called it?
What?
The Slow Path.
Oh, yeah. That could have been a good episode title. But yeah.
Anywho, I'm excited for them.
Are you?
Better be a good episode.
I hope. Yeah. We'll see.
Because I've been waiting for them.
I know.
Like, I wait for the Daleks. I'm pretty sure Daleks are in this season.
Why? What makes you think that?
I'm pretty sure.
Why though? Because you think because David Tennant's the Doctor, they want to have David Tennant face the Daleks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And I'm pretty sure that, like, after all that they fought for the Daleks, they're not gonna, and because of their such an iconic symbolism of the series.
No, I can understand that.
I could be wrong.
You'll have to wait and see whether they're in it or not. But I did tell you last season that you won't see them again for a while. After all, like, Rose wiped them all out. She destroyed that entire fleet. Like, and the rest are all in the Time War. So, you know, it's not very easy for them to come back, is it?
Yes, there is.
How?
The one that teleported.
Which one?
The one that is half Rose.
Oh, the one from Dalek.
Yes.
No, he did not teleport.
He did.
He self-destructed.
He teleported.
I know it looks like he teleported, but you have to have faith that he self-destructed.
Gotta have faith.
Okay.
Can I have buttons with sounds?
No.
No, can I?
What, just in life, or you mean in the podcast?
On the podcast.
Do you know what? Sorry, editing this podcast has really made me realise my laugh is so annoying.
Is it? It's a...
And now I can hear it when I do it. And I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up with your wheezing laugh. Or that, like that ha 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 thing. Self-loathing.
God, Stephen, shut up.
That's what
You're
I'm thinking.
beautiful inside and out.
No, I'm not. Don't be so ridiculous.
You are.
You're beautiful.
Many men would be happy to have you on your arm. Anywho, where can they find us?
All the usual places. Twitter and Instagram at About Time Cast. TikTok at About Time Podcast. I nearly forgot then. You can email us at abouttimecast@gmail.com. Drop us a rating or review. What else do I normally say at this point? Share us on your social media.
Yeah.
And just keep, you know...
I'd like to ask... there's a question I'm going to ask.
Okay.
So feel free to comment or email in. So if anybody could, out of all the characters like we have seen so far, like Gwyneth, Mirouette, whatever her name is.
Who?
Mirouette.
Renette.
Oh. Woman who has some fancy pompous name.
Yes, go on. What's the question?
Out of any of those, who would you have wanted be
A full-time companion.
a full-time companion?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
So yeah,
Let us know. DM
let
us
us
on
know.
Instagram or whatever. Let us know.
Yeah.
I'd love to know that.
yeah, and we'll answer it next week.
Yes. By the way, I've literally just remembered before we finish.
Yeah.
I had a message from someone this week.
Yeah,
Regular listener of ours called Zachariah.
yeah.
And she got in touch because on our recent episode, we were talking. It was New Earth, and we were talking about Cassandra coming back and how that's a retcon.
Yeah.
And I think I said something that showed that maybe I didn't fully understand what a retcon is.
Oh.
Because I basically was like, it's not a retcon because they explained it and it didn't contradict anything. But that's not what a retcon is. A retcon is, Zachariah explained it for us, or for me, which is that I knew that it stood for retroactive continuity, but it just means that you do something new in the story that recontextualizes something from the previous thing, that sort of adds new information to it, but doesn't mean it contradicts it. It's just so it's different from what was intended. So Cassandra was written intending for her to die at the end of the world. And then Russell changed his mind and brought her back and was like, explained it.
Yeah.
So that is a retcon.
I was right.
You are right, yeah. But I said to Zachariah, like, the question of whether that's a bad thing or not is another question.
Yeah. I need buttons.
Buttons to say you were right.
I want buttons with Ben was right.
You won't be using that button very much.
Right now, our faithful watchers...
Listeners.
Our faithful watchers, Zachariah has come to my aid and helped me to become right.
Yes, you were right about that. I was. Why do I find it so hard to admit? I was wrong about
There we go,
I was wrong.
Stephen.
Okay.
You need to practice those words.
Yes, I was wrong. I was incorrect. I was mistaken. Anyway, so thank you for that, Zachariah. You taught me something.
Well done.
But yeah, the question of whether it's a bad thing or not is another question. I was speaking to Zachariah about this, and she said, like, she thinks if it's not overused, there's no problem with it, but it can be overused.
I think it needs to be strategic.
Yeah.
And it needs to be, like Zachariah says, not overused. It needs to be strategic, adding new depth and new detail to the story. In this case, I just think, like, having Cassandra comes back was like, oh, we just want Zoe, we want to make her back.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anywho.
We've hashed that out to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's that. Next time you hear from us, we will have moved.
Yeah.
So wish us, fingers crossed, wish us luck.
Hopefully the sound is still okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
And salut!
Yeah, perhaps today would have been a good time for us to revert to our original sign-off. Remember when we used to say au revoir?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We can say both. We'll say au revoir.
What's this doctor's catchphrase?
He hasn't...
developed it yet?
Yeah, there is one coming.
Is it tedious and boring and ugly?
It's French. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Ça va?
That means how are you? Why are you asking me that now when we're leaving? Au revoir.
Au revoir.
And stay fantastic.
Boop, 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 boop. I bet you cut those boop, 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 boops out.